Alrighty, it's probably uneven, just ignore. I get so awkward doing this in public, but fit check, okay? We're gonna do a channel message, but I just want to do a fit check first. Alrighty, as I start recording, there's an airplane going by. Airplanes can be super significant. My hair looks good, I don't know, question mark, good, question mark. I've been feeling like really weird body dysmorphia, specifically with my hair, so like I guess hair dysmorphia. I like can't tell if I like it or not. I just really want to shave it, to be honest, but I'm waiting until my birthday, which is in June, so not too long. But anywho, we're gonna do a channel message, like I said in the beginning of that. I just want to do a little fit check because, not gonna lie, I'm like kind of obsessed with my outfit today. I like needed to just like do something to feel good. Today's energy is very heavy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say that right off the bat. If you're not ready to kind of like hear a bit of a heavier message, please keep scrolling, or if you feel called, you can always save it for later. There's a white feather that's floating around right now on the ground. That caught my eye, so feathers could also be significant. This is a long one. This is gonna be extremely long. Like I said, the energy was heavy this morning, so I like really needed to pick me up after it. I've been channeling this. It's been a build-up for a little while. I want to say like the last like month or so. I buckle in, grab a drink. I've got grape soda with me. That is also significant. I have that in here somewhere, like grape flavored things. Super significant. Anyway, I feel like my voice sounds weird. Throat chakra is also very significant as well. We're gonna get into all of it. I have two colors, purple and blue, which give me like throat and crown chakra energy. Really vibes. And then the numbers that I was receiving was 10, 10, 333, 555, and 222. Sorry, I just have to take a moment. Listen to the freaking birds. I hope that y'all can hear them because they're so beautiful. And like I didn't realize how quiet it was in the winter until the birds came back and started like singing their little songs again, and now it's like so noisy in like the best way possible. I didn't realize how much I missed the birds, so that could be significant. I don't know. But snails could be significant. Oranges / orange peels could be significant because weirdly enough I've been seeing them everywhere, like just like pieces of orange peel like on the ground as I'm like walking around places. Also, sorry if you see me just like look around. A, I'm really bad at making eye contact when I talk to people. And B, there's a lot to look at right now, so I keep getting a little bit distracted. Like there's white fluffs, but anywho. Foxes could be significant because I've been seeing them everywhere. Now I'm not seeing them at all, so I'm not exactly too sure. There's a bumblebee, I think, over there. I saw it crawling in the grass. Ducks are also significant because I saw a duck as well in the pond. We're at the pond, if you couldn't tell. The pond is my favorite place if you are new here. I'm like always at the pond if it's nice out. Like look at this background right now. Are you joking? It's stunning. Sorry, I'm still looking for that bumblebee. I'm like, where the frick did you go? Whatever. Okay. Bunnies could be significant because at first I was seeing foxes all the time and I was like, where are all the bunnies? And now all I'm seeing are bunnies and no foxes, so they flipped. I don't know. Keys or finding keys, because on my way to work yesterday I found a set of keys, but because I wasn't like in front of a store or anything, I was like, I'm just gonna leave them because if I were to lose my keys on the path, I'd prefer to find them on the path where I left them. Like if I were to retrace my steps and to have them like put into like some random place that isn't on the path that I left them, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Throat chakra, talking / singing could be significant because even when I was like writing this, I couldn't stop singing / humming along to like the music I was listening to, when normally I'm very focused on like one or the other. It's either I'm writing or I'm humming / singing, but I was doing both simultaneously and I was like noticing it. Specifically the song Stomach Tied in Knots by Sleeping with Sirens, if you're curious. I love that song. That song could be significant. The album that song is from could also be significant because I love that album. I believe it's If You Were a Movie, This Would Be Your Soundtrack, or If We Were a Movie, This Would Be Your Soundtrack, something like that. Crown chakra, dreams are very, 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 very significant. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. Like, super significant. Your dreams are super vivid, lucid. I feel like you are receiving a lot of like information through your dreams. You could be like realizing things or seeing new perspectives of situations through your dreams as well. Your dreams are sparking slash triggering a lot of emotions regardless, whether they're like coherent messages or whether you just wake up with like these intense feelings from your dreams, or they trigger specific traumas. Just something with your dreams. They are so significant. Marinus Trench could also be significant. Doors slamming on accident could be significant, like not intentionally slamming doors, but like things slamming out of like clumsiness and things like that. Grapes or grape flavored things, like my grape soda. Didn't even show the grape soda part. There you go. Thunderstorms, coffee, white butterflies are also really significant. I'm seeing them everywhere. Dishes slash needing to do dishes could be significant. Birds are very significant. Finding money, getting the random urge to buy a lottery ticket, spilling something in your bag or onto yourself could also be significant. Like just like being like extra clumsy as well. Lots of little things not going your way, feeling really fed up slash at your wit's end, and then heard on the verge of crashing the fuck out. Don't do anything to harm yourself or others, but let yourself crash out, let it out, let yourself break down and feel it all. It's been bubbling up for a minute. I feel like this energy is quite heavy, I won't lie. It feels like you are completely done with something or someone. Heard you were hanging on by a thread, but that thread just snapped. I feel like you have just started seeing something or someone very clearly. Heard crystal clear. I also heard that the crash out brings clarity, so you could have just had a huge crash out which brought clarity about like a situation or a person, or you're like about to crash out and receive this clarity. Take it however it resonates. Regardless, you are not having a great time at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. And like channeling this, I cried a little bit. I cried before channeling this, I cried while channeling this. Like I feel like you're crying a lot. I feel like you could be really tired of crying. I feel like you could feel like you're taking like steps back in this like healing journey, but I'll get to that because we have a lot more to go through here, so buckle in. You could be really depressed, heard all this progress for what? You could be really doubting yourself, your growth, and your journey. You could feel like this heavier, darker energy that you're in could be a reflection of a lack of growth slash progress, while in reality you are actually on the brink of something amazing. I've been channeling this for a minute. I feel like this collective has been working so hard for so long, and it's getting difficult to believe that it's leading anywhere, but it is, okay? It is. Do not give up. The best things take the longest, unfortunately, but your hard work and consistency is paying off. You are closing out a huge chapter right now, and with that, there's painful cycles being closed out as well. There are things in relationships falling apart because they are not meant to come with you into this next chapter. I hate saying it, but it truly is always darkest before the dawn. It takes confronting a lot of pain to feel the peace, to feel and receive the peace that you seek. I'm also hearing that you should observe and acknowledge the change in how you respond to yourself and your pain now. You are a different person now. Yes, these feelings and triggers are familiar, but it's coming up not only to be healed slash seen from a new angle slash perspective, but it's also to show you airplane. Sorry, it's like so loud. Yes, these feelings and triggers are familiar, but it's coming up to not only be healed slash seen from a new angle slash perspective, but it's also to show you how you shine differently and respond and act differently, even in the way you view the triggers, the self-awareness you have now. Yes, is always more growing and learning to do, but that doesn't mean that you haven't grown or learned anything leading up to now, and it doesn't take any power or importance away from the growth you have already done. There's a big need to slow down and see yourself for a minute, see how different you are, and be proud. Give yourself the credit and love you deserve. Remind yourself of how far you've come and how deserving you are of blessings and abundance. You deserve the life and the love you seek. You can only receive it if you believe and allow yourself to. Don't doubt Exactly, slow down, because I'm like rushing now and like stumbling over my words. I'm starting to get nervous because I can hear people and I don't know where they are. A little on like break to lighten the mood for a second. Seagulls could also be significant because I just saw a seagull fly by, which reminded me, a couple days ago I went into the dispensary and it was like super windy before I went in. And I guess my hair was like a little crazy. And the guy that like cashed me out was like, oh my god, like I love your hair. And I was like, oh my god, thank you. And he was like, it reminds me of a flock of seagulls. And I was like, thanks. You know what? I'll take that. I've never received a compliment that is, I feel like that's a compliment. I don't know. But nobody's ever said that to me. So, I don't know. Seagulls could be significant. My hair could remind you of a flock of seagulls. Can y'all tell me if that's accurate? Like, do you see it? I don't know if it's like a today thing or if it was just a that day thing because it was like windy. But does my hair remind you of a flock of seagulls? Be real. Be so real with me right now, okay? I don't know if these people are gonna walk past me or not. I'm getting nervous. I hate filming in public. But I force myself to do it because why the fuck should I feel anxious about filming in public? Exactly. Back to it, I guess. I don't know. Are they gonna pass me? I want to crash out. Okay. Don't doubt yourself now, not after all this work, and not when you're so close to this new chapter. Don't get in your own way after making all of this progress and space. You're only giving the haters what they want. Remember who you are and the power that you hold. Remember what's important to you. Get back to the priorities. You could be craving to be seen by someone. You need to see yourself. Again, I'm hearing footsteps. The fuck? I'm like so confused. You could be on like high alert right now. Your anxiety could be high. You could be kind of in like a little bit of survival mode right now because I'm feeling very like alert, like on guard. I'm seeing the 9 of Wands, like preparing for battle almost. Such a weird energy. I don't know. You need to see yourself. I feel like you could be on social media or something because I keep hearing influencer and seeing the star card. And now I'm like getting really nervous about being like perceived by people. So I feel like that could be significant for you. You could have this like fear of being perceived but a need to be seen at the same time. Like this like weird, I don't know. It's like this. It's like you're afraid of the thing that you want the most almost, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. But I do get influencer vibes for sure. Like I feel like you're on social media. I feel like you could be famous one day. Like I definitely get that energy. And like I wrote here, I kept seeing the star card when I was writing it as well. You get famous vibes. If you aren't already, you will be eventually. I feel like you have this deep knowing that you are meant to be seen / known by many, and that's part of where this craving is coming from, but it's also being triggered because there's a big need to see yourself as well. But I just feel like because there's been almost this like sense of like stagnancy in your life, you feel like you're not going anywhere and you're not making any progress, but you've been making so much like internal progress that also needs to be acknowledged at the moment. Where did I leave off? You need to see yourself before you can expect anyone else to see you. You deserve your attention first. You need to see yourself clearly before expecting anyone else to do the same. It's very important to have a firm view of yourself and foundation with yourself, because with every lover, there's a hater. I feel like you're in some kind of preparation, like you're being forced to learn not to give a flying fuck about what others think, because with more eyes on you comes with more opinions on you as well. Right now, you're releasing the need to be liked by everyone. In the process, you are also seeing how you truly feel about some people as well. It's exhausting, but it's all for a reason. You are creating peace. It just takes a lot of pain first. A lot of harsh realizations. It hurts to let go, but it hurts even more to hold on. Allow things to exit, allow things to end, because this current chapter and the new chapter you're approaching can't coexist together. The old chapter has to end to begin the new one. The ending is painful, but there is purpose to the pain. It can't be released if it is not first felt and acknowledged. That took 15 minutes. These birds, love them. Also, I have no idea where those people went. They just like, because this is a loop. So I don't know. They just like disappeared. It's so weird. And I'm getting a little chilly. I want to pull some cards. So give me 2 seconds. Okay, the angle may be a little bit different. I'm hoping that this will stay standing because I just took like literally all the weight out of it because it was holding all of my cards. I'm gonna go in with the Baby Celtic Tarot. Well, I call it my Baby Celtic. It's the Universal Celtic Tarot. but it's itty bitty, so I like calling it my baby. I knew it. I knew it. Oh no. Okay, hold on. We will figure this out. Don't fall, please. Please. Alrighty, please don't fall. I'm scared. I get so nervous. Eee. I don't like filming in public. I don't like filming in public. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I feel like you're also juggling a lot as well. Alrighty. If this whole thing resonated, stick around. I'm just gonna get some confirmations on this energy really quick, and then I want to get some guidance for you as well, okay? Can you please give me some confirmations on this energy, only for the collective's highest good, as always? Just any confirmations. King of Pentacles. It like flew out too. I hadn't even really started shuffling yet. 4 of Wands. I'm hearing you're creating a stable home within yourself. I feel like the last little while it feels so stagnant on your like external and your like physical environment, because you've been doing so much internal work of finding the internal stability, so that when you receive that physical stability, A, you are aware that you deserve it and that you've earned it, and B, therefore you also know what to do with it, you know, like how to handle it, how to sustain it, how to nurture it, how to maintain it, how to not only create a home within, but create that comfortable, stable, peaceful home in your physical life as well. It's like you want that peaceful, comfortable home, but it's like you first have to create that within, because if you don't create that comfortable, stable, safe environment within, you're never going to find that comfortable, safe environment on the external. It has to be found on the internal first, so that it can then be reflected and projected out into the external. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. It'll make sense to whoever it's meant to. However, I'm going to put them back because I don't want to lose them. It's very windy, so I'm going to take them and put them back. 7 of Wands. I feel like you're kind of, again, that like on guard energy that I was getting. There we go. Do you see this card? She feels like, this card, it looks like she's like fighting for her life here. I feel like you could be almost like, I'm getting this resistance. You could be, again, going back to that, the little things are going wrong. I feel like you're trying to control the wrong things. I feel like maybe your attention, your focus is on the wrong things, and like things are not going your way because you're not meant to be trying to control those things. You're meant to be trying to focus and focus your control onto something else at the moment. I'm hearing focusing on the wrong things. So can you please tell me more? Tell me more on this energy, please. You're very like gender is never specific in my readings. Energy is just energy. We all carry and hold this masculine and feminine energy within all of us. It's really about finding balance, but we all kind of have one that we reside in the most, but we kind of flip-flop between the two all the time. Justice came out. I feel like you're really, I heard saving yourself. Again, I was about to go on a rant about masculine energy for a second, but I stopped myself. But masculine energy is very specific, like very, what is the word I'm looking for? Significant right now, because I feel like maybe for a minute you were kind of stuck in this more toxic feminine energy of wanting to be saved, wanting things to magically work out and magically make sense, because there didn't seem like any other coherent way of it working out any other way, that you couldn't see yourself saving yourself. You couldn't see an outcome where you could get out on your own, is what I'm hearing as well. And I feel like you're really starting to find some independence and really creating your own justice instead of waiting for it. Saving yourself. That's super significant, saving yourself. King of Swords. So air and earth can be really significant. My back is really itchy, so that could be significant. I don't know. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for air. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for earth. I've been channeling air and earth a lot, which is funny because I'm very heavy air and earth. I'm for anyone curious, I'm a Gemini sun and I'm a Capricorn rising and moon. So yes, I had a fucked up childhood and I have a hard time processing emotions without over intellectualizing them and overworking myself, but we're a work in progress, you know? You could also feel a need to like stand up for yourself or like defend yourself. I feel like you are doing a lot of research and you're observing your current surroundings, but I feel like you're also doing research into how to change your current surroundings, like maybe how to create this piece. Maybe you want to move. I'm not too sure. Moving has been a very significant topic in my life for a minute now, so it could be a significant topic in your life as well. But you could maybe want to move really far away. Maybe like you could, again, like doing the research to see like what it would actually take to like bite the bullet and like move far away. I keep having conversations with people about either like vacations, moving somewhere tropical, selling all of your stuff and like moving across the country, or like switching countries or moving across the world. Like, I don't know, there's some significant energy about moving, and more specifically wanting to move like really far away. I heard pick up and go, also like leave in the middle of the night, again with this like restless energy. Like I feel like you really want things to change, and you're like, I feel like you're really running out of patience. I know it's like, you know that there's only so much that you can control in this moment, but you're getting like so impatient with the things that like you can't do anything about right now. I feel like you're like, come on, can we, like, I'm doing everything that I need to do, can you please hurry up on your end? Like I feel like you're starting to get really impatient, but I feel like it's also because you can feel that you're getting like so close. You're like, please, it's just like, I just want to get there already, you know? It's like you've been feeling this for a minute. It's like almost there. You're like, but when, you know? There's this almost like obsessive energy on it right now. Again, like I feel like you're on the brink, and I feel like it is so anxiety inducing because it's like on the brink of like the unknown. Like you're on the brink of a new chapter, which means that it's like a fresh start. Like you're not gonna have any like preconceived notions. You're not gonna have, the only things that you're gonna have are the lessons under your belt from like the previous chapter, you know? But you know nothing about this new chapter, and it's like you just want to know already so that you can plan and you can prepare. You could have heavy Capricorn, to be honest, because this is giving Capricorn or like Virgo energy. But like you need to plan, you need to prepare so that you can like do your absolute best. But you also have to realize that like you also do your absolute best when you're doing things intuitively and you're going with the flow and you're allowing yourself to move freely rather than to a like completely to a T, like what your plan says, you know? Ooh, the Six of Cups fell on the floor, well, on the ground. But I feel like you're really healing it. Yeah, closing out a lot of cycles from your past. This could even be toxic mindsets from your past. This could even be like you taking the action and walking away from things that you couldn't in the past. With the Eight of Wands, you can't really see it because there's so many cards in my hand right now, but Eight of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Cups up right here. See? I feel like you are walking away from the toxic cycles that you couldn't in the past. And I also heard like generational cycles as well. So this could be cycles that you've witnessed and observed, like your relatives repeating, and like your parents repeating, and like your grandparents repeating, or like your siblings or your friends, or just like you are breaking the cycles that I feel like you never thought you could. Okay, this is getting really freaking long though. At the end of writing that channel, I was getting this like choice energy of having to choose timelines of like if you're gonna follow this new timeline or if you're gonna stick to the like comfort and the familiarity and the predictability of the past. But I want to get some guidance for you really quick because I don't want this to be crazy long. If you would like a personal, advertise these very often, but if you would like a personal, you can reach out to me through the email in my bio. And I can give you all the info on pricing, what types of readings I offer, what formats of readings I offer, all that stuff. So if you are curious and feel called, please reach out to the email in the bio. I never, ever, ever, ever reach out first. I will never have a reason to. Please never respond to anybody that tries to impersonate me. I don't think anybody has yet, but I want to get ahead of that so that you guys are aware that I will never, ever do that. Okay? If you want a reading, it has to come from you. I will never, ever, ever take that action first and reach out to you. So please just be aware of that. Do not get scammed. Alrighty. To be honest, I don't think I have enough like followers or anything for scammers to do that with me yet, but just so y'all know. Any guidance? Oh my god, wait. So this is Mortar and Pestle, and I was literally talking about how the only thing that you really have to take with you into this new chapter is the lessons that you learned from the last chapter, and this card says integration. So I feel like you are learning, again, like being mindful. I feel like you're being very thorough about, again, like the research that you've been doing into like your healing or into the life that you want to live, into the future that you want to have, how to make that, how to bring that into fruition. Again, like I feel like you're a planner. I feel like you're a very thorough person. I feel like you could be doing this in private or very subtly. I feel like you're not being very open with people about the plans that you're making, which is very smart. Keep things sacred. I always say only tell people things when there's something to tell. But the planning part, the lead up, is very sacred, and you don't want things to get in the way or to you don't want any evil eye being projected onto like any plans. We have the Sun. What guidance do you have for the person watching this, for the collective? What guidance do you have for them at the moment? What guidance do you have for them? I just like zoned out for a minute. This deck hurts my hands, man. Oh yeah, there we go. Indecision, boundaries. This card always gives me choice vibes. Something keeps splashing in the water, but I can't see it. But I'm getting the ripple effect. I feel like you're starting to notice the ripple effect of your actions from the past, specifically in terms of healing. I feel like you're really starting to see the effect. Again, there's another splash. This is really throwing me off. I'm like determined to see what's causing the splash, but it keeps going and happening behind like a bush or something. Time. This is self-awareness and presence. Again, I feel like you're really trying, there's this need to be present, to have some self-awareness going into this new chapter. I feel like you're being called to really combine forces with these cards and be very thorough with your self-awareness, and be, I heard, very subtle with your presence. I feel like right now, again, you're being called to move in silence, to be thorough and plan and prepare and work through things behind the scenes, but to keep things close to your chest, to keep things to keep your cards close to your chest, to keep things sacred, to keep things private, to keep things, to move in silence is what I keep hearing. And in even Watering Can, it says asking for help, sharing burdens. It's in reverse, so I feel like if you are called to do that, to be very mindful about who you do it with, to only share these burdens, and to share, to ask for help from people that you know won't manipulate that power or you know, like project evil eye onto whatever it is in your life that you're talking about. I feel like you do have some people in your life that you can trust, so definitely rely on them if you feel called to. If you feel like you need some extra support, there's never any shame or harm in asking for support from people that you love and trust. I feel like right now you're just being called to be very mindful and aware of who you are trusting with the information that you're sharing at the moment, and the vulnerability that you're sharing at the moment. Because again, right now is a very pivotal time of you seeing people very clearly, and of like using your discernment. Sorry, that was like really cute. I like want to cry. That wow. There was a big bird, I think it was like a raven or a crow, and then this little bird that looked kind of like a house sparrow or something, and they were flying. The little bird was flying right above the crow or the raven, and it like landed on its back for a second, lifted up, and then they flew around each other before separating. It was like so beautiful. I'm like, that was like, wow. Sorry. I just love nature so much. You could love nature. But again, like, you're seeing people very clearly, so I feel like you're just being called to be, again, mindful and very aware of who you are sharing what with in your life. But that should not stop you from asking for support if you need support. Just be mindful about who you ask it for. That is all. Ask it from. That is all. Okay, I do want to get some moon magic cards really quick. I get this energy of trust. I feel like you need to trust in the process, trust that the work that you have been doing and are doing isn't for nothing, it's for your own betterment. And I feel like you need to realize, like, in what ways it's already bettered your life and bettered your relationship with yourself. I feel like there's just some acknowledgement that needs to be had right now. I feel like you need to just see yourself for a second and acknowledge yourself and the change that has happened. Alrighty, any little message cards? Any little final message cards? I love these ones because I have little pictures on them. See? It says, I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that is a place of profound learning. Oh my god, thank you. I love confirmations. Just check it there so it doesn't blow away. Anything else? Oh my god, they did it again. I think it's a baby. Oh my god. I'm like actually gonna cry. That is so cute. I think it's a baby. I think they're like learning how to fly or something. Okay, anything else? Who's this one? Here we go. It says, I gather more wisdom each day. Beautiful. This one says, I will persist. My will is strong. There we go. And then this one says, failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. And then this one says, I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Thank you. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna leave it there. The bugs are starting to come out. I think that's my cue to leave. But I really hope that this resonated. If it did, please let me know. I love hearing how things resonate for you guys. And just a little bit about your stories and journeys, because they're all so beautiful and unique and inspiring in their own little ways. But yeah, anywho, this is a bit of a heavier one, so I hope for nothing but the best for you guys, but just know that you are on the brink of something amazing, and now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to persist. Now is the time to learn. Now is the time to use use what you've learned to your advantage is what I heard, but just use it and learn to integrate it into this next chapter of your life, not the ties from that chapter, just the lessons that you learned from that chapter. Leave what doesn't serve you and only bring what does. But yeah, okay, I love you. Please don't hold on to anything. All my messages are for truly entertainment purposes and to bring you closer to yourself, your higher self, and your spirit team. So to help you trust your intuition more. So always just keep that in mind, okay? these are only as serious as you make them, and at the end of the day, it's really just a confirmation for what your intuition has already been telling you. So it's just, again, to bring you closer to yourself. Alrighty, I love you. I hope that you have a great day. Please get outside if you get the chance to, okay? But yeah, okay.